students, welcome to my channel Learning History Made Easy. In today's video, we will be seeing some important 5-mark questions from political science. Before going into the video, if anyone is seeing the channel for the first time or if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and share it with your friends, and also click the bell button to receive notifications whenever I upload new videos. So without wasting time, let us get into the video. So these are some of the important 5-mark questions, political science subject. So what I have done is, I have given the questions plus the main points in the answer. So when you are writing the answer for the exam, you need to explain each points. Here I have not given the explanation, I have just written the main points. So be careful that when you write in the exam, you have to explain or expand the points. Okay. So let us see one by one question. First question, narrate the role of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel in the event of integration of states. So when this question comes, you have to write, he took charge of Indian States Department and all states except a few acceded to Indian Union in accordance with instrument of accession. During the time of accession, all the states except a few joined with the Indian Union. 565 states except Junagadh, Hyderabad and Kashmir acceded Indian Union. And then you have to tell about the role of Patel, that is threefold process of integration known as Patel scheme was introduced. So that is how Patel started the process of integration, threefold process of integration known as Patel scheme. Success attributed to his statesmanship, intense patriotism and his administrative skills. He handled the kings of the princely states with patience, tact and sympathy, and he was a man of iron will, and all these was the role or the points related to the role of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel in the event of integration of states. So these points plus a little bit of explanation for each points will be your answer. So let us move on to the next question. That is, language is a basis for the reorganization of states. Substantiate this point. So how is language a basis for the reorganization of states? So regarding this, language is closely related to the culture and customs of the people. Spread of education and literacy can occur through the medium of mother tongue. So the importance of mother tongue in the spread of education and literacy should be explained. To a common man, democracy can be real only when politics and administration are conducted in his own language, that is in his own mother tongue. And next point, linguistic states, that is states divided on the basis of language, that is linguistic states, can provide education, administration and judicial activity in mother tongue. Because of all these reasons, language can be a basis for the reorganization of states. So all these points explained will be the answer. Next question, explain the features of direct elections. So this question also is important. Explain the features of indirect election also is important. So now let us see this answer. Explain the features of direct elections. Eligible voters have a wide choice to elect their representatives directly. The voters have the choice to select their representatives directly. Direct relationship between voter and representative. In direct election, there is a direct relationship between the voter and the representative. Voters come in direct contact with the representative and get remedies for their grievances. They have direct contact, so they can get easy remedy for their problems. Voters can get political awareness by participating directly in the process of election. And voters are able to gauge the performance and capability of the candidates. Because it is direct election, the voters are able to measure the capability of the candidates directly. Representatives keep regular contact with the constituency and people in view of forthcoming elections. So representatives have to keep a continuous contact, a regular contact with the constituency and the people because of the forthcoming elections. So all these are the features of direct elections. So next question, explain the features of civil service. This is a very important question, repeated question. Professional body. First point is professional body. It consists of a professional body of officials who are permanent paid and skilled. Civil service consists of a professional body of officials or officers who are permanent, paid and skilled. Next one, hierarchy. Each civil servant has to obey his immediate superior, where high-ranking administration officer with discretionary powers and supervises their subordinates. That is, in each civil servant have to obey their immediate superior. Every civil servant will have a superior. So, each civil servant have to obey or have to report to his immediate superior, and high-ranking administrative officer will have the discretionary powers to supervise their subordinates. The higher officer will have the power to supervise their subordinates. So, that hierarchy will be followed. Next one, political neutrality. That is, civil servants perform their duties without being aligned to any kind of political regime. They don't have any political regime. They don't support any political parties. They have to be neutral. Next is anonymity. They work behind the screen, remain anonymous even though they work for the government. They work behind the screen. That is, even though they work for the government, they don't come forward, they work in anonymity. Next is impartiality. Civil servants have to apply the laws of the state while performing the duty without showing any favor, bias or preference to any group. They should be impartial. They should not show any favor or any preference to any group. Next one, service motto. They have to work for the welfare of the society. Service is their motto. They have to work for the welfare of the society. Next one, permanent. They are called permanent executive. Civil servants are called permanent executive and they discharge their duty till they attain the age of superannuation. They are called as the permanent executive and they continuously discharge their duty till they reach the age of superannuation. Next is jurisdiction of law. Every civil servant have to function within the prescribed jurisdiction of law. There is a prescribed jurisdiction of law and every civil servant have to work within that. And special training, they are deputed to in-service training to acquire special skills in administration. Every civil servants have to go through an in-service training and they have to acquire special skills in administration. So, all these are the features of civil service. Next one, write about the functions of Chief Secretary in state administration. So, Chief Secretary, he is the head of the State Secretariat. He is principal advisor of the Chief Minister. Chief Secretary is the principal advisor of Chief Minister and he acts as the Cabinet Secretary and the only person who attends the Cabinet meeting. So, Chief Secretary, he acts as Cabinet Secretary and the only person who attends the Cabinet meeting. He exercises general supervision and control over the entire Secretariat. He has the control over the entire Secretariat. He looks after all matters beyond the purview of other secretaries. All the matters which are beyond the limits of other secretaries is looked after by him. Next, as chief of all secretaries, he presides over a large number of committees. He presides over many committees and is a member of many others. He has control over the staff attached to ministers. So, he is a person who controls the staff attached to the ministers. And he is a bridge between the state and the central government. So, if you see, the Chief Secretary acts as the bridge between the state and the central government. So, all these can be said as the function of Chief Secretary in state administration. Now, let us see one more question. Write the functions of Union Public Service Commission, that is UPSC. So, Article 320 of the Constitution of India enumerate the function of UPSC. So, the first function, to conduct examinations for appointment to Central Service and All India Service. UPSC conducts examination for appointment to Central Service and All India Services. To assist two or more states on request for joint recruitment for any services. If two or more states have joint requirement for recruitment for any service, that is assisted by UPSC. Next one, to advise the government on matters related to methods of recruitment, promotion and transfers. So, UPSC advises the government on matters relating to recruitment, promotions and transfers. To submit annual report regarding its working to the President. to exercise such additional functions as provided by Act of Parliament. So, UPSC exercise additional functions provided by the Act of Parliament to serve all or any need of the state government on request by the governor with the approval of the president. So, if the governor requests with the approval of the president, that UPSC serve the needs of the state government on request of governor, which is approved by the president. So, all these are the functions of UPSC. So, these are some of the important 5-mark questions. So, I will be continuing this important 5-mark question series in the next videos also. There are some more important 5-mark questions which you should learn for your final exam. So, I hope you have understood all these points very clearly. In case of any doubts, you can ask in the comment section, and also don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Your likes and shares will be of a great encouragement for me to make more and more videos. So, I hope to see you all soon in the coming video. Thank you for watching.